say I'm the babyface bandit. We some youngins, but my niggas be bugging and bitch eating dick like a sandwich. Stay acting tough, we on y'all niggas bluffing, we the only ones doing damage. Niggas see us and they panic. These niggas ain't rapping, they rambling. Gotta get it, whether trapping or scamming. My mans asked me what the plan is. I told him we just in the milli. I started to chill on that Henny and Zan shit. You don't even know the feeling. I know some niggas who got hit over grams quick. All my niggas beneficial, you got an issue, we'll leave you where you standing. Now you don't even know where your mans is, but you know that my niggas got rid of them. They call me up when it's serious, niggas chatting, acting like I ain't hearing it. Not the type that you wanna be dealing with, you know that he'll get hit if we ain't feeling him. I just took his bitch and it's killing them. These niggas pussy, I could see the bitch in them. Moving stupid and I put a 6 in them. I'm tryna cop a rave. Don't disrespect her, you gon' see how this chopper tastes. Got your bitch and she giving me sloppy face. Fuck the judge, give a fuck what the coppers say. And these niggas is snitching, my niggas is what it could tell by the way that we move in. Second thoughts cause he don't really boom shit. Why these niggas acting like they say I'm the babyface bandit. We some youngins, but my niggas be buggy and bitch eating dick like a sandwich. Stay acting tough, we know y'all niggas bluffing, we the only ones doing damage. Niggas see us and they panic. These niggas ain't rapping, they rambling. Gotta get it, whether trapping or scamming.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Cypher. We're back on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Live on your Facebook timeline. As always, I'm your host and the owner of Upstate Aesthetic, Andrew Kazir. Every week I'm joined by my guys Sheridan Crane and Anthony Cannon. We just opened the show with a music video by Don Pablo. He's going to be our special guest interviewed on today's episode. We'll have him with us here in just a couple minutes. But before we get him on, how you guys doing?
Not too bad, man. Shout out Don Pablo. Glad that we get a guest for this episode. It's been a crazy week, been a crazy day. I want to say R.I.P. to Daryl McDaniel before we start things off. He was a close friend of mine. He was a close friend of many people. Not as close to me as he was for a lot of people out here. We have great memories together. He's somebody that I thought was, I can't say he was too involved in the community, but he was somebody that everybody knew as just a great being, as just somebody that was a carer, a protector. He would do anything for you, give you the shirt off his back if he could. And it's tragic. I woke up this morning, I didn't really expect it. Nobody did. So to see that he was dead was very tragic, and my condolences go out to his family, any of his loved ones and friends, because I know there's gonna be a lot of people affected by this. Just shout out Daryl McDaniel, and I'm thinking about you today, brother. How you guys doing?
Doing all right. I want to extend that RIP for Daryl. I didn't know him very well. I just knew him from social media, but as far as I knew, he was somebody that everybody loved. But personally, haven't had too eventful of a week. I've been trying to just grind out, record music. My mind's been so into recording that even today I was a little late to the podcast, getting ready for the podcast because I lost track of time. But I mean, not too upset about that because I got a couple songs recorded that I think are really good. Other than that, kind of just been chilling, playing a little Xbox on the side, been playing Rocket League. And my dad actually just rented a lake house for a couple weeks, so I'm excited to go check that out and kind of relax before I head back to San Francisco.
Yeah, believe it or not, even though it looks like Sheridan's in the woods, he's not at a lake house right now.
Not yet. Yeah, not yet.
No, he's at Colt Grounds. He's somewhere where they do human sacrifices, I believe. That's what we were talking about off camera, right? Like, he spilled the beans.
I haven't been up to a whole lot myself. I've been busy working. It was probably my busiest work week I've had in a while. But I've been trying to get stuff done for the website, everything lined up for that. It's actually been a really busy week for Upstate artists, though. We saw a lot of singles, a lot of videos drop. Not so many albums, but we know we got a couple of those on the way. But we got Every Night by St. Kid. We previewed that last week. Motives by MBK Richie. I plan on playing that one later on today. Dreams by Leaky. 16, and then Deke Trey dropped a new track, Mention a Menace. We got some new videos from Ye Zantana. St. Kid actually dropped an accompanying video to Every Night. Jerk dropped a video. Ryan Bronson dropped a video, and then this Don Pablo
Oh,
video
Three
dropped.
Coaster.
When did this drop? It was
Which
like
one?
this video we just played. I think it dropped within the last week or two. So
Couple
we
weeks.
Oh, I
Couple weeks
think it was
ago.
2 weeks ago.
yeah. So there've been a lot of videos dropping. Everybody's finally able to get back outside and get to recording. So I know you guys have
Oh, Three Coaster.
yeah.
I,
O3
I'm not sure.
Costa. I
Did
seen
you?
that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you said that one, but I want to give a big shout out because that was one of his best videos. I was excited to see that, and we'll talk about that soon. If not today, then next week.
Facts. And then Sheridan's got Doors Open dropping next week on the 24th. Slick Fashion's dropping a project on the 27th. And then we also have MBK Richie and Don Pablo dropping on July 31st. So we got a lot of albums, a lot of great music coming. So there's a lot to look forward to.
It's going to be an amazing month, and I don't think it's going to slow down. You feel me? For local music, especially with the artists that are going in. Once you see some of these projects and singles get a little bit of steam behind them, I think what a lot of people don't realize is that any shine that happens for any upstate artist is going to reflect well on all of us. There's going to be so much attention from so many different fan bases, just geared towards upstate this month and even August, that you better strike while the iron's hot. You know, there's going to be like a temporary spotlight on us. We're going to be covered. I'm looking forward to this as a consumer and as a rapper.
That's a fact, and we're trying to hype it up and cover it as much as we can. That's why we've got Don on this week, Don Pablo. We brought him on for an interview. Don, are you there? This is sure to be one of our more exciting episodes. Yo, Don, how you doing? Don is chilling. He's making his way to us via a car. It's our first vehicular episode, but I'm sure
Yo,
things
what's
are gonna work
poppin',
out. How you doing,
Don? Yeah.
We got a little bit of lag.
Oh yeah, my shit bugging. But yeah, I didn't know to do the car.
There we go. It's working a little bit better now. We can hear you.
See you now.
My shit is bugging.
How you doing,
You hear
bro?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Boom. Yeah, I'm doing good though.
Boom.
I'm doing great. I'm selling.
That's what's up, bro. You ready to talk some hip hop news with us? We got some news we're gonna talk. Then we're gonna do a little bit of interview with you, and then if you got time, we're gonna play some tracks. We're gonna play your 3 tracks that we got sent, and then 3 tracks of our own as well to just hear what you think about them. So let's jump right into the news. I don't know if y'all got a chance to hear it or not. Juice Wrld's album just dropped. What'd y'all think?
Juice Wrld's album. I'm actually excited to talk about this because
I bet I'm
if I remember correctly, last week you guys weren't too excited about it. You guys were excited, but you didn't have too high expectations. You feel me? And granted, I know that you were in love with it afterwards, but I think the album was better than you guys at least made it out to seem. I think that it was successful. I don't think that it was. I don't think it was like slacking in too many factors. It wasn't exceeding expectations. He didn't show anything too new at all, really.
Kind
But
of.
I do
I mean,
think
not new for him, but kind of new for the genre in terms of, I heard some people compare it more to a rock album than a rap album. And I could see the comparisons there and thought that in that circumstance, I really did enjoy Juice's album. I thought it was really dope.
For sure. I mean, there were elements of different genres. There were really dope ideas that he expanded on. I saw growth as an artist, but I just didn't see him break walls down that he didn't break beforehand. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I think that the album was just as good as I expected it to be, and it did not fail in my opinion, or at least let me down in terms of quality. I can't compare it to Pop's album too much. And that's a discussion for a different day. We can have that if we want. I'm not sure what you guys like better. But I do think either of them were very feasible and like they just were satisfactory for albums from dead people.
They were
Posthumous
definitely entertaining projects. Like I wouldn't want to really get into the whole comparative debate right now, just because like that project was good. So I don't really want to sound like we're coming off as we're hating on it. but it's tough to compare because that Pop Smoke album, I feel like that could be like a classic almost, depending on like it could live up to a lot. Like so, I don't know. Yo, Don, did you get a chance to check out the Juice Wrld album? You a fan of Juice Wrld at all?
I ain't really messed with Juice Wrld, you feel me? But the Pop Smoke album, you know, we from New York, so I had to check on that.
That's
I
a
thought it
fact.
was very I thought it could have did better. Like I know he died shit, but that's Pop Smoke. Like I thought it shit would have been, but it still was fire.
I got you, bro.
Did you just not like the R&B parts? Like, did you just want it to be harder?
I, I don't know personally, but it just didn't click with me. Like
Yeah.
it was just different. I didn't like the way he started to make his music.
Yeah, to like a true Pop Smoke loyalist, someone who was probably there listening to Pop early on, to hear him change and try to go in a new direction might be a little off-putting for you as a listener. Like I could understand that. To a fan who had been there for a while, because like you said, he's from New York. You obviously heard about Pop early on.
Absolutely. And I think that a little bit of a difference is that if you were a Juice Wrld fan, you weren't really disappointed in what he brought to the table for this album. They had conventional Juice Wrld shit to work with. You feel me? There wasn't too many surprises. I mean, and by surprises, I want to quote that like shit that threw you off completely. The music. If you were a Juice Wrld fan, you loved Juice Wrld's album probably. If you were a Pop Smoke fan, you probably loved Pop Smoke's album. Like the chances are they really did them that well.
Nigga, I can't.
Pop did experiment a little bit more on his project. He did some things that he wasn't necessarily known for while he was alive, and showed signs that of growth and what could be in the future. That was experimental. Some people might fuck with it. Some people might not. Could be the producer's fault. Who knows? You feel me? But just shout out to the whole teams who orchestrated that between both projects and Pop and Juice, because two talents gone too soon. But you can see how great they were even after they're dead.
Yeah, that's a fact. And I could definitely see what you're saying there. The one thing I will say is kind of a surprise. You guys disagreed with me. You thought there were going to be all types of superstar names on that track list. I got to pat myself on the back for that one. There weren't a whole lot of superstar names. There was Halsey, but really nothing too crazy.
You know what's dope about that? That normally they don't let the artists who died shine like they should.
Yeah.
You feel me? They just overpopulate it with however many artists they can, which is what I expected because history repeats itself. But they really let Juice Wrld be the main story the whole time.
Yeah, it's a fact.
For sure. Next on the docket in terms of news, we got quite a few things of news that I want to briefly touch on at least a little bit. But the first thing I want to talk about, did you guys see Chance the Rapper go on a rant this week talking about Kanye West? Kanye had shared a video for his mother. Chance the Rapper retweeted this, said, "Y'all out here trying to convince me to vote for Biden." This started a whole storm of shit.
No, absolutely. I saw that. It kind of reminds me of like Sheridan. I'm interested to see how he feels about this topic, because their rants, at the end of the day, just what they were trying to say were kind of similar, and I don't fully disagree. You feel me? I just think that as somebody like Chance the Rapper, he's using his platform for what he believes is good, but he knows he has the ability to sway some people. So I just hope he's talking from a true place of education and no ignorance, or just making presumptuous statements. So this is a topic I've actually been looking forward to.
Yeah, so I mean, I actually just was reading about this earlier, and yeah, I mean, like you said, I kind of agree with Chance here. It's like you're expecting us to vote. It's like we have racist, rapist, pedophile with signs of dementia versus a racist, rapist, pedophile that definitely has dementia. So it's like so we're supposed to like, okay, so then we get shamed because we're like, okay, maybe we want to go vote for someone like Kanye, or maybe we want to go vote for someone like Howie Hawkins, or someone that's not that bullshit. And then I guess there's people who like Joe Jorgensen too. I'm not really a fan of her, but I mean she's better. She's better than Biden and Trump because those guys are just they're the epitome of what's wrong with our country and our politics in general. So I completely agree with Chance. Why would you expect him to want to vote for someone like Biden who doesn't have the best interests of, I think, marginalized communities? And I think he mostly just has the best interests of rich people and not the environment. Definitely not the environment. Definitely not healthcare. I think there's no reason. I'm not saying don't vote for Biden. I'm just saying there's no reason to shame people who choose that they're morally not going to be able to vote for someone like Biden.
Yeah, and I think people's biggest argument against Chance was just kind of the, I guess, ridiculous nature they see within Kanye and him trying to do, and what Kanye's doing, I guess, and I can understand that to an extent, but at the same time, it's interesting to see Chance sort of have the same type of breakdown that we've seen Kanye almost famous for, because Chance went on a tweet storm. It was like a long, drawn-out thing, which was interesting for Chance of all people, so it was weird to see.
He did it one other time when Kanye was first kind of going on his rants. He tweeted something like, "Not all black people have to be Democrats" or something like that.
And
that
Chance
caused
doubled
a big
down on it.
Yeah, and it caused a big
of course.
uproar.
I mean, I
and-
believe that. Not all black
Yeah.
people have to be Democrats, but it's like it's just how you articulate yourself, and when your actions don't really represent your statements well, people can misconstrue you easily.
Thanks.
Once the narrative is made, it's hard to stray away from it.
Yeah.
Don,
Yeah.
have you heard about any of this Kanye Chance shit? Like you know
Nah,
that Kanye's running for president. You heard, or like running for president. You heard that, right?
Yeah, but
So-
I don't be paying attention. I mean, I be feeling like we can't control this shit anyway, so I don't really pay attention to that shit.
They just actually signed some sort of legislation that they're pushing to make it so that the electoral college, which dictates presidential votes, has to go with whatever state the popular votes declares. So that's something that puts a lot more power in the hands of the people. But I got to see it to believe it myself. I agree with you to a certain extent.
Yeah, I can understand, and I agree with Don for sure, and I'm sure a lot of our listeners do. They don't love it when we get too political. I did just want to see, like, what everyone's opinion on what Chance had going on. Like, like, Ant, what are you leaning towards in terms of who you're going to vote for? You thinking, like, Kanye, I think, dropped out, so that option is kind of off the table before it even got started.
Well, yeah, I don't know how you could drop out if you were never actually running.
That's fair.
I tried to make it clear with the air quotes, but I'm never ever gonna express my political opinion unless I think it's dire or I need to share my platform.
That's true.
To help somebody win. There's nobody that I think is genuinely too much better than the other candidate. And although I'm gonna make a vote, I don't feel like I'm in a position to convince anybody to vote otherwise. I'm not a fan of Joe Biden's politics as much as I'm not a fan of his personal actions. And I made it clear how I feel about Donald Trump before the election. But I'm not here to shit on the current president or any of the other candidates. I do know who I would vote for come voting time, and it wouldn't be Kanye. And it wouldn't be Harambe. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna waste my vote.
Right.
I'm actually gonna put it towards something, even if it's a placebo effect.
Facts.
Just because I've never got a chance to put it anywhere besides a local election. So I appreciate the question, and I hope it's not offensive, but I'm just not going to share my political affiliation or who I'm voting for.
That's cool, and that makes sense. And honestly, let's just keep it pushing. We're still going to a topic that's a little bit more politically associated, but not directly associated with the president. I don't know if you guys saw, but YBN Cordae was arrested at a Breonna Taylor protest. I don't know if you guys saw anything about this, and I know you're a big YBN Cordae fan. It's just interesting to see, like, this was apparently a pretty... peaceful protest, and this happened. Don, you're familiar with this?
I'll be seeing mad people get arrested for that. Breonna Taylor protesting, people getting arrested, not even doing nothing.
Man, boy. Like, do you know for protests as well?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So,
like this morning,
free Trader Truth, free YB and Cordae. I'm sure they're not currently sitting in a jail cell, but I hope that they're free of all those situations. I didn't actually know he got arrested recently. Do you know when this was?
Sometime this weekend.
Was like yesterday.
Right. He's somebody that I never had to question where his roots are. He's always made it known, at least in the short time frame he's been in the career now. He has a couple nonsensical singles where he's just rapping, you feel me? But if you really listen to him in an interview anywhere, or if you listen to his actual album, you can tell where his mindset is. It doesn't surprise me to see him on the front lines, and I think it's a shame that he's going to have something on his criminal record now when he probably didn't before, but it's part of the fight. And when you on the front lines like that, it's something you got to accept is going to happen. So shout out YB and Cordae and keep fighting, bro. I respect it.
And Don ain't kidding. There were 87 people arrested for gathering outside the Kentucky Attorney General's home for this protest. So that's a lot of people to go through and arrest and all this for what appears to be a peaceful protest. But like, we're fortunate people keep doing that.
Though.
People keep putting themselves out there for that because this shit needs to happen in order for change to continue happening. We're seeing less and less in the news about these situations because they are peaceful, because people aren't getting arrested, because nothing's going crazy. But the change is what comes from these protests like this. So thank goodness people are still out here putting themselves in a situation where they are getting arrested. It sucks that they're getting arrested, but they're making progress on something. YBN Cordae, Trey the Truth, and anyone else that was involved in this. They're helping make progress. So
I wouldn't be surprised if YBN comes out with some crazy shit based off this. He does a really good job at telling the story with not being overly complex. And I've even seen some pretty cool accompanying music videos that he's capable of having. It's not the first time he's been political in his music if he decides to take a stance like this. But I would love to hear his version of it, even if it's just in an interview or something.
That's a fact. Sheridan, what do you think?
I mean, I kind of just I think that it's the same shit that's been happening for so long, and I mean, it's good that I mean, we're making some type of progress, but the fact that many people were arrested is pretty fucking disgusting to me. It just as soon as you said that, I just think of money. That's all it was about. They wanted to arrest all those people so they could make the money off of getting the fucking bail to get them out of there. And it's just bullshit. It pisses me off, and we need to continue, I guess, doing stuff like this. But I feel like I hate to say it, but as soon as the protest turned all peaceful, I feel like shit kind of slowed down.
Yeah, probably because people just stopped hearing about it. You know what I mean? They kind of moved on because they weren't covering it anymore.
There wasn't any negative headlines, and it was hard to even get clicks when you're just covering protests that nothing happens at. So they had to go to more stories that weren't even the protests. They stopped covering as much about what's happening because it's still going on. Mm-hmm. There's still marches in Ithaca every Sunday. There's still marches everywhere in the country going on. People haven't stopped fighting, but we found out the narrative and that they were trying to control it. And we made it so that no matter what they thought, they knew for a fact that we're just fighting peacefully. We're not out here causing destruction like they thought we were. It doesn't sell like the other stories. You feel me? It's not the same.
That's a fact. And like I said, that's where I feel fortunate that people continue to do stuff, despite the fact that there aren't so many headlines associated with it, because that's what we really need. Just in terms of making change or getting some type of change like this through this. So
no doubt.
Don, looks like there's a situation with Don. Hopefully we get him back by the end of this episode, but we could just keep pushing with the news. I'm sure he'll
Let's
be
get
able
it.
to join back in, or we'll be able to invite him back in. I got a couple other news things to talk about, though. Another person who got arrested, definitely on a less politically charged situation, Tory Lanez, has been arrested and clowned for the last 24 hours on social media because of the fact they started talking about how he's only 5'3", weighs 120 pounds, all this information coming out associated with his arrest record. But he gets arrested, pulled over with Meg Thee Stallion. They've got a gun in the car. It's not registered to him, apparently, so... a little bit of trouble for Tory Lanez here. What do you guys think?
This is not the first time that a rapper, especially with criminal history, has gotten caught with an unregistered weapon. Normally, it works out in a way that it wouldn't if you were a regular citizen, without any type of clout or money. I'm hoping that Tory Lanez gets out of this situation essentially scot-free, or even just with a slap on the wrist or whatever charge it is, because he should register his weapon. I'm not sure if he can because he's a felon or what's regarding that, but him having a gun is essentially a do or die situation. A rapper needs a gun, and if it's not on you, it has to be with somebody in your crew. And it's a weird thing to say, but I actually believe it. I might be a little bit biased, but essentially that's your security. Because you can get killed anytime, you can get pressed anytime, you could become a victim of at any time, or at least somebody try to make you one. So you should follow the rules, you should follow the right permits and guidelines you need to carry one. But I do feel some sort of sympathy for people that can't legally have one, because you're caught between a rock and a hard place. It's better to get caught with it than without it. 10 times out of 10, or at any time, you feel me? So he'll take it on his chin, and I hope he gets out of the situation.
Yeah, Don, to catch you up, we're talking about the fact, I don't know if you could piece it together, but we're talking about Tory Lanez getting arrested. This
Yeah, I
weekend.
was listening to that, but yeah, like Ant was saying, there's gonna be times you might get in a position where you might need something, so not being able to have it makes life harder. And you see everything that's going on with black people and all this movement. We really need it. We need these guns. Never know what can happen to us.
Well, I mean, I've been saying this for months, because this is the logic that's been passed down to me. If the amount of black people that own the guns were similar to white people, if all the black people went out and got their registration and bought some rifles, and everybody had a pistol with a pistol permit, they would change the gun laws finally. Like they wouldn't let that shit happen. But they know that a large majority of people can't obtain guns legally, and so it forces them to have illegal weapons, knowing that there's a large majority and demographic of people that are able to. And it's all systemic. It all goes back and plays together. But if all the black people went out to the end, copped the legal strap, I bet you they changed the gun laws next week.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. And like, I understand where Tory is in a position where he felt like he needed to have a weapon on him. It sucks that he's probably going to have to suffer some type of charge, because it's not like he had anyone with him. It sounds like it was him, Meg Thee Stallion, and one other person. Well, you know where it comes down to. Sometimes if he's got his crew with him, someone's gonna take that charge for him, regardless of whose gun it is. We're all gonna think it's person X's gun at the end of the day, because they're not gonna say it's Tory's. But he's in a position where now he's got to take his charge. He's got to deal with what comes with it. Hopefully, it's not too much. But I understand him being in that predicament. But at the same time, like, he was just posting on social media talking about if he needs to go to a function where he needs to take a weapon with him, he's not gonna go. So it's
Son,
just.
but that's what you gotta say. Like that you have to
You
say
could
that.
just say
You feel
nothing.
me?
I mean,
Exactly. Some niggas aren't smart enough to say nothing. But when you say it, you're not gonna directly incriminate
that's
yourself.
fair.
But you also want it to be known that you're strapped. You don't want niggas to think that you don't got nothing on you, because then they might press you just cause.
Yeah.
Because they think you're defenseless. You feel me? It's a thin line, and I think all that gun shit played out anyways. But it's a necessity, especially in this field of work. You're not gonna find too many rappers that are around somebody that doesn't have a gun if they don't have a gun themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys read that Mag had an injured foot, like she had glass in her foot or some
Glass on her
shit,
foot.
and that it was, I think it was reported that they had left the party and then there was some type of fight.
Yeah, there's a lot to this that we don't fully know. I don't want to make too many assumptions because we don't know. You could piece it together so many different ways. But it does look some type of way. People said there was an argument between two people, then there were gunshots fired, and then this happened. So there are a lot of shitty things that happened, and it looked like they were having a good time. They went on Instagram Live with Kylie Jenner. Like, this was apparently a fun time that just went wrong. So hopefully Tory can get it all straightened out. He looked like he was really starting to blossom into like that next stage of his career.
He is. He still is, and a gun charge isn't going to stop from being able to do that. I truly don't think. I would be surprised to see this hinder him in
But
any
he's
way
Canadian,
besides.
bro.
You are right about that. You are right about that. I see this more as a hindrance, and like an annoying thing that you wish didn't happen. I don't see this as like a career detriment. But you do bring up an interesting point. Crossing that border is going to be very different. But luckily for him, he doesn't have to do that too many times. At least he won't even be able to. While all this shit is going on, he could come across the border. But while all this is going on, you feel me? Like there's not as many opportunities. It's not like he has to worry about tours or shows in the temporary.
Yeah, it's just like that's a tough situation, especially once you take into account the fact that he's Canadian. Like there's a lot of shit that could come with that, with not being able to tour for so many years. That's where artists get a lot of their income and shit. So who knows? We'll have to see. Speaking of touring, an artist who's trying to get some type of touring situation going on despite the current COVID, we got DaBaby. He's doing 2 drive-in concerts. I don't know if you guys have seen anything about this, but he apparently did a July 4th concert that wasn't drive-in. People could just pop up, and people were pretty upset about that, obviously, with COVID going on. But here he's trying to do 2 drive-in concerts, trying to change the way concerts are done a little bit, especially with COVID continuing to go on for 4 months now, 5, 6, 7 months. So, what do you think?
What do you think, Sheridan?
You go first.
In terms of a drive-in concert, I'm a huge fan of drive-in movie theaters. I think they're really dope. I'm not sure exactly the guidelines or how they work for the concerts, but if they can do something similar, and make it so that everybody can hear properly, has an unobstructed view, I think it could be something that's really dope. It's gonna be not as fun. It's gonna be a completely different experience. But in terms of just doing a show like this, if somebody wants to be the guinea pig for it, I'm not against it. Doing shows in crowds like he did the 4th of July, that's just ridiculous, and it's almost like it's reckless, it's careless, and that's some shit that broke niggas do. You feel me? If you got bread, you don't take those risks. You just wait. You don't be the only person out there doing it unless there's
I
some
don't know. I don't want to say
mode.
DaBaby's broke right yet.
No,
because
well,
he's
no,
someone who
I know
chases
he's not
the
broke.
bag.
That's
too,
what
you
I'm
know
saying.
What I mean? Like he might just be like, well, this is a quick way to make mad money. I don't gotta promote. I don't gotta do shit. I just show up and perform.
I want to be very clear. I know DaBaby's not broke, and he's gonna have tons of money coming in regardless for the next couple years.
Facts.
I'm saying specifically that that's something that a broke person would do. You feel me? If you're hurting for money, you go do shit like that. Like, just because you do it doesn't mean you are broke. It means that you're crazy, reckless, and you didn't take into account the severity of the situation. But it's just that's something that somebody struggling for money would do. And that's something I anticipated to see a lot of the older rappers doing before any mainstream artists. The drive-in concerts makes a lot more sense to me. And I would have to see how it goes before I actually judge it. If people don't get out of their cars, people stay in their shits. Like, my little sister went to a drive-in theater the past 2 or 3 weeks where you pull up and they have the audio on a radio station that you just go to the radio station. You can post up in your car, stay yards away from each other, and you can listen to the live performance crystal clear through the transmission in your car. You don't have to rely on the sound systems. You feel me? But
Yeah, you're
if
telling me
that if
people ain't
something
gonna
like that
hop
could
out of
happen,
their car and try and run up to the stage where the baby's at? Like,
no, no,
I,
that's
I,
not what I'm saying.
no, no, no. I guess I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm saying that people or whoever put this together has to have a lot of faith that people aren't just gonna be like, "Fuck this, let's get out and rush the stage." Like that's where it's at. And I mean, you'd have to have interesting security to be able to shut all that down. Like it's an interesting thing. We'll have to see how it works out. But
Did you say how many people that they were allowing?
no, I could look it up real quick if you want to talk about what you think about it, Sheridan.
Well, because they did something similar at like CRT in Cortland Repertory Theater, right in the parking lot at Little York Park, basically. Um, and they had, I think the limit was like 150, 200 cars. It went really, really well. It definitely was like not as awesome as like a regular concert would be, but I think for the circumstances, it was a really cool idea. So if they keep it to like a relatively low number, like obviously it's going to be more than 150 to 200, but if they keep it to a relatively low number, and what they did at this concert was they had people only be on like one side of their car. So like if they got out of the car, they would be on you could either sit in and listen to it on the radio, or you could get in like out on the left side of your car, and then the people in the other car would also be out on the left side of their car, so you weren't like right next to each other. So as long as they have like the correct guidelines like that, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't see anything in terms of how many they're allowing or not allowing, but the tickets are $225 for general admission parking and then $335 for VIP parking. So yeah, if I'm paying that much, I'm definitely getting out of my car to enjoy a natural concert experience. I'm sorry, I know
I
that's
don't.
fucked up, but
I
at
don't
that point,
disagree. Nah, I don't disagree with that. And I would have to see
I
the
ain't going.
guidelines for the show. Like I said, if
yeah.
if they're not kicking people out and shit for getting out of their car, and they're just gonna let it be a drive-in theater that turns into a regular concert, that's a different story. But it to me it seemed innovative. To me it seemed like something
Yeah,
that I'm
Yeah, but then
interested in
people
seeing
are
how it plays
innovative
out.
is the
To be honest,
problem. Like people get innovative and they're like, "Oh, we could actually just do
people
this."
they're spontaneous. People are
Yeah. Dude,
spontaneous.
and I've been
They're a lot of
involved like
different things.
in a crowd where I went to a concert in Syracuse where you were sort of supposed to do it like that, where you didn't you had like assigned seating. And within 5 minutes of the concert starting, whoever was putting the concert together come out and was like, "Yo, fuck this! Like everybody just charge the stage." I ended up getting like a great spot because everyone was in assigned seats at the time. Ended up jumping over. Like it was great. It worked out great for me, but it just kind of it reminded me of this when I thought about that. So yeah, I think it's a cool idea by the baby, but we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. I don't think we'll even actually find out because we didn't get any videos or anything from that July 4th concert of people complaining about it. Because if you're there, you want it to happen, so you're not gonna try and
Of
like
course,
Karen it up.
you're
So
just like you said. You're not. If you're genuinely scared of COVID, you're not taking that $350 risk to go to the concert in the first place. So I'm sure the people that are going get out their car. It's something that I didn't take too much account into.
I didn't think
I've
about it
been
until literally right now, but yeah, that's exactly what's probably what happened. So
I would never pay that. That's all I know.
to see
I
the
would never
baby. Are you out of your mind? Like the baby verse used to cost $350. Like you fucking what? What do I look like?
Oh my
You
I
know,
don't
god!
even like the
I would
baby.
pay 50. I would pay maybe 50, but that's
I would pay
on that.
50.
If I was,
My nigga, I wouldn't pay 200 to see the baby VIP, and I
I
fucks with
don't
the
even
baby.
fuck with the baby.
Mm.
yeah, I like the baby, but I'm
I
definitely not paying that price to see the baby live. It's just not.
no
I'm
shit.
good. There, I got
Three
I
better
mean,
things to
fifty?
do.
is there anybody that you would
He said
in
350.
my car?
Yeah.
if they brought Jimi Hendrix back from the grave, I would pay 350.
Bro,
They
they can
can't
run
do that
350
though.
on their chest. Like
Son,
Vape rub.
like Vic's fate, bro. They can go kick rocks for that, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
Yeah,
not paying no 350.
that's a
no.
fact. That's a fact. The last thing on the news, or no, there's two things on the news because we have to at least mention the fact that Snoop and DMX are doing a versus next week. We do gotta get to the interview portion
Mm-hmm.
quickly, but we gotta talk about this versus at least for a quick minute.
Let's get it.
What do you
So
think, Kent? What do you
let,
think?
let me lead this. You feel me? Because me and Andrew were talking about this. Like X is gonna give it to you. You feel me? X is gonna fucking give it to you. And
I'm
there's
not going
not
front. There's
what's
only one
popping.
answer for the winner. There's only one answer for the winner of this versus. The Snoop and DMX. Please don't say the wrong answer.
What's the answer, bro?
Remember what state we live in, bro.
Oh, son,
Remember what
it's
coast we
X.
on, bro.
It don't matter. Fuck a coast. Fuck a south, east, west. Fuck a red duck, a blue duck, one truck, two truck. I don't give a fuck, bro. X is gonna win though. Like Snoop
Come
Dogg
on, bro. We
could.
know that.
Snoop has decades of music. You feel me? But when it comes to 20 tracks, X only has 15 charts. If X only is on the charts 15 times.
It's
But
only a 20 track
X's
battle. I'm
best
sure he could
music.
find 5 more.
But that's what I'm saying. X's best music wasn't on the charts. His best music wasn't. Snoop's best
You gotta go
music
in here.
was on the charts. You feel me? When Snoop does something that's amazing, niggas know about it if it wasn't on one of his already classic albums. So as much as I gotta give a nod to Snoop because he's a legend, he has one of the most longevity, prosperous filled careers that I can think of off the top of my head. But if I was judging this versus battle, I would almost put it in the bag for X right now. But I'm a little bit biased. I'm not gonna hold you. I would give it about 12-8 X, and I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 12-8 either way. But nah, I gotta give it to X, bro. But listen, if he
Sheridan's
does a
ready.
fat,
Sheridan's waiting to
if
start
listen,
talking Snoop for the next 5 minutes.
if he does a fabulous, bro, and he plays what he thinks people want or what he thinks might win, and not what he knows in his fucking heart should be played, then that's a different story. Fabulous could have had a much more competitive bout with Jadakiss, but he played bullshit music. You feel me? Kiss didn't come to play. So whoever comes more prepared, I think will win.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not. I'm not confident X won't go with hits. You feel me? Like I'm, and so I think if Snoop plays it like his best and X plays it his best, I think Snoop will win. But I don't have confidence in Snoop to play at his best. I think he's a goofball, and I think he might play a couple bullshit songs.
He probably will play
Um,
some bullshit.
so, so like if he plays some shit off of like the Kool-Aid Man or some shit like that, bro, I'm turning that shit off.
But what if he comes to win though? Like he really puts in some effort, thinks out
If
like
he
a
comes
whole.
to win, if he comes to win, he'll win. He will win.
Cause he's got some features. Like that's where I feel like Snoop, like he's got a whole
X
lot of.
X has some.
That's true. That's true.
No, I agree, but like the people's opinion, bro.
I thought you was going somewhere,
You
man.
gotta think about the people's opinions.
True.
If Snoop comes with the hitters, bro, and he comes with the right hitters and then the right hard shit, it doesn't matter if X brings hard shit on every single track and doesn't play any of his bullshit. I don't think.
I disagree. I mean, X doesn't have love songs, my nigga, and he doesn't have kick it, get high songs. He's high energy all the time. You feel me? I think how
X
it
probably
goes
has
is
some love song. He's got some like
let,
real shit. Like
let X come to this 20 versus
oh yeah,
20
well yeah, he
with
ain't
some
gonna.
love.
Yeah.
Like there's too many Snoops. I'm not sure if Snoop himself knows who the best Snoop is,
Yeah.
music wise. You feel me? X has one thing that he did very well. He you can play a lot of his songs and they'll give you a similar vibe. I have preferences of what songs I'd like to hear. Like It's Dark and Hell is Hot have like 4 to 8 tracks that I would put
That he
against
should
anything
play.
Snoop has ever made. Ever. You feel me? Ever. Like they're how I look at it when you go into a versus, there's like automatic points. Like Gin and Juice, automatic point. It doesn't matter what you play against it. Murder Was the Case, automatic point. Doesn't matter what you play against. But then it's like if it's unstarted, come you know what I mean? Like Damien, you go down to the Rough Riders anthem, like they each have bona fide class. And it's just whoever plays it properly and whoever has the most guaranteed points is probably gonna win. Like there's songs that some people just can't compete with. It doesn't matter who you are. And Snoop might have more of those songs, but I have faith that it's not gonna hold.
That's a fact. Yo, Don, you got any chance we could get the background noise a little bit quieter? It's just a little loud for us, bro.
That's my fault.
No, you're good. But the overall, I do think that we'll probably jump into this topic a little bit deeper next week because I got a little bit more to say about DMX and Snoop, and we'll be on right before that next week, so you could listen to our deep dive on the verses. Exactly. The last thing on the news, I don't really want to talk too much about it. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I do want to just point out the fact that Akademiks is a straight up clown. He's a piece of garbage in terms of reporting. He reports shit that shouldn't be reported. There was some bullshit that went down with him and Lil Baby. You could look it up for yourself if you want. It's just some bullshit. Ak is a clown. I'm glad he got fired. I usually don't care about people's jobs like that, but he don't deserve to be in that position. He's a real piece of shit. So I just wanted to actually take the time to finally say that. It's pretty well known.
Thanks for using your platform to say something, Andrew.
Yeah, facts.
Get it up.
That wraps up the entire news portion of the podcast. Don, you ready to have a discussion about your project you got coming up on the 31st?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. So, do you want to play a track before we talk about the project? That way we could have something to base it off of. Everybody can hear something real quick.
Yeah.
All right, bet. I'll get to it. I'll play that. Just so you know, whenever we're playing tracks, we're off the screen, so you'll be straight. But here we go. Here's a track from Don Pablo off his upcoming project. Let me see. Which one are we gonna play first? Let me get it right. I don't know. I can't see the name, so we'll just jump right into it.
I know he sent you the right song.
Facts. Here we go.
Whoa.
Chai's mixed it.
No, when you hear that, whoa. Look, I ain't never been pussy, I ain't even come out one. Niggas always acting different when they see that the clout come. I still got my niggas with me and that's never gonna change. Couple niggas started switching so shit won't be the same. I guess they always had a vision up in a different lane, but then I start to think like maybe this shit is coming from jealousy. Paranoia hitting, I got the grip in the bed with me. I'm from the bottom, so I don't give a fuck what you telling me. This shit real. We was treating noodles like a big meal. No water, no lights, you don't know how this shit feel. Had to pick up packages so I know how a trip feel. And I'm about that action, you fuck with me, you gon' get killed. Lately I've been rapping and trapping, I'm trying to get mills. You niggas don't gotta show me love because your bitch will. Fuck around and get slammed on just like a windmill. Even with the COVID drought, I can get pills. The champagne, they don't see the champ's pain. I'm only with my niggas who was with me when the rain hit. In the sunny day shit, we still money chasing. We was used to catching niggas' mothers in them basements where they free basing. We ain't need a form, we was in them hoopties racing. Everybody trying to rap the shit, they pushing basic. Big black grabber in the split, feel like I laced it. You know I'ma face it. Corona got bitches posting YOLOs and they sending photos. Full jacking niggas claiming that they toting fofos. Shit is getting out of hand. I be high as fuck like I don't got a land. Hot like I don't got a fan. But I got a plan to get a milli. Matter of fact, a Billy only with them niggas who be fucking with me. And if you mention shots, I'm busting 50. Soon as you see me, you niggas is running like you Ricky was saying you carry blickies. And then your pants start to look pissy. Niggas never bitch me. Don't jack my shit, you niggas bixty. You know the Mac tie bowler with me. And your bitch gon' fuck him right after I get a quickie. Hold that, they posted affidavit so you can't deny you told that. These niggas is whole rats, so watch who you sold that. Big split punching, got niggas asking who wrote that. 40 make them fold back. All they see is the champagne, they don't see the champ's pain. I'm only with my niggas who was with me when the rain hit. In the sunny day shit, we still money chasing. We was used to catching niggas' mothers in them basements where they free basing. We ain't need a form, we was in them hoopties racing. Everybody trying to rap the shit, they pushing basic. Big black grabber in the split, feel like I laced wasted. You know I'ma face it. All they see is the champagne. They don't see the champ's pain. I'm only with my niggas who was with me when the rain hit. In the sunny day shit, we still money chasing. We was used to catching niggas' mothers in them basements where they free basing. We ain't need a form, we was in them hoopties racing. Everybody trying to rap the shit they pushing basic. Big black grabber in the split feel like I laced it. You know I'ma face it.
That's Champ's Pain off of Don Pablo's upcoming project. Yo, Don, how long you been working on this project for, bro?
He's muted.
You muted still, bro.
The classic. It's all right. We've all done it, bro. You got us muted.
Okay.
Nah, I worked on that shit for only like 6 months.
6 months.
That's what's up, bro. We've
Yeah,
been talking about you. I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been talking about you on the Cypher for shit probably since we started.
Yeah, from the jump.
We're excited for this one.
Yeah, we're real excited, bro. When you work on something for 6 months, how do you decide to come up with 7 songs? Like, what was the track listing process like?
What really came, the ideas from it came from y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. So the idea came from Ty Loso. He one that made me want to he the one that was like, yo, you need a debut tape or album, whatever. And he was like, use the hot songs that you already got out that we just make better than radio ready. Drop videos and shit, and then add 4 songs that they ain't hear yet. And then they happen to roll out. But that's really, the tape is really old music.
So it's all stuff you've been working on
from last year.
Facts. I know that feeling very well, bro.
That's nothing I've been working on like this year.
Exactly. We gonna be bumping old Don Pablo, so I'm excited to hear what you've been fucking with the past 6 months and what you got in the future. You feel me? I think that there's a very high ceiling for this project, and I know with somebody like Ty in your corner, it could come out very well. The artistry combined with the mind of having somebody to help structure a project could be very big.
Yeah, for real, bro. You should. I mean, I'm sure you already do, but you got to appreciate what you got your management doing for you in terms of setting up even stuff like this. Like, a lot of artists will drop a project and won't think to reach out and bother to do a conversation or a podcast or anything like that and set themselves back. This at least gives you a platform to talk about what you've got going on, what you're thinking about, how you put the project together, because it is interesting to hear, like, these are pretty much older tracks. It's interesting to hear the thought process behind, let's take 3 that we've already put out, combine them with 4 new ones, put a project out, get people listening, because he's right. People have been waiting for that Don Pablo project.
Yeah, I've been I've been waiting a lot of project, but I am what the management do for me too, because it does work like a slave. I'm not going front.
Yeah, it's good to just have a good team behind you, bro. Like I said, a good team that will set you up and put you in positions to work with the right people and get the right things going. And we're gonna see your career blossom because you're insanely talented. Like, I'm sure you already know that, but we've all thought that for a while. We've been listening to what you got going on, and you're young, bro. So how old are you exactly?
I'm only 18. I turned 18 in December.
Damn, bro.
Right, so you're 19 soon.
Shit, he's still got half a year before he's 19.
And,
he's young as fuck still, bro. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy to see the talent.
I'm in my prime right now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you want to be, but
you got a long way to go before you in your prime, bro.
But that's how you should think. Like, you should think like that, though. You should think you're better.
I'm in the prime. Not even other shit. This is like my age where it's like, yes, this is the lit moments. Feel me?
Facts, bro.
But I don't know. I'm scared. I'm fake nervous about where the music could go, because all the shit I accomplished in a year. Because only a year ago from now, you heard of something about me. You feel me? And now a year later, all this shit going on.
you feel pressure with that, or are you just a little bit nervous in terms of like you don't really know where it's gonna go?
Nah, I don't know. I'm actually, I'm kind of nerve wracking how big it comes.
I'm sorry, Don. We couldn't hear that. I don't think.
Yeah,
Nah, I
you
said
cutting
that
out, OD.
it's nerve wracking. Like not what could happen. Like I don't think negative about it because I'm confident, but I'll be nervous about really anything. 'Cause anything could happen for me.
Of course, there's nothing really guaranteed in this type of industry, especially in people in our position. You feel me? The only thing that you can do
Yeah,
is keep getting better and keep getting smarter. And make sure you keep some good people in your corner. I know Todd's gonna look out for you in any way that he can. But
that's a
you
fact.
need to establish your team and keep your head straight. I've been telling niggas from the jump, if you can keep your head straight, bro, stay out of trouble. Don't let niggas pull you out of your comfort zone. And just keep your head on a swivel at all times. You're gonna be a force to reckon with, bro. I really believe that.
That's
And
a
that's
fact.
why I'm not cocky, feel me, but like I learned at a younger age. I did dumber shit at a younger age. So now a lot of shit got. So I'm already tired. I don't wanna have to do nothing anyway. I know what I could do for myself, you feel me? So I don't wanna do nothing to fuck that up. I don't even be in the street no. I don't even drink like that no.
Boom. I do, bro. You a grown ass man at this point. You gonna make your decisions. I ain't trying. You don't gotta explain nothing to me. I just want to tell you, like man to man, artist to artist. You keep your head. You keep your head straight, bro, and you gonna go somewhere. That's all it is. You stay motivated
That's a
and you keep
fact,
on
as
the
you
path
should.
that you're on, and you out there, bro. That's that. That's
Facts.
all it is.
True.
Yeah, that's a
How
fact.
how'd you decide for, and granted, just for anybody listening that doesn't know, I'm a feature on the project, and thank you, Don,
That's
because
a
I
fact, a
appreciate you
good
reaching
one.
out. And that shit's fire. So I appreciate you reaching out. What made you reach out to me for as a feature on this project? How'd you decide what artists were gonna be on this?
I mean, I at first it was gonna be me, and I was like, wait a minute, there's another nigga upstate doing this thing, and me and you haven't even done it. Me and you haven't even spoke before that point. Like we don't spoke
Yeah.
to Ty at that point. So when Ty was like, oh, I sent him the track, he heard it, he want to fuck with you. I'm like, all right, send it to him. He sent it, you sent it back. I was like, yeah, it's lit. But I already know that I want to do that really because I know that we both got buzz up here. We not that far away from each other. We're like 25 minutes away from each other. Feel me?
Yeah, for real. I mean,
So we got.
we always stronger together than we are apart. So I respect that. I respect
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
And I just sent Don a track to hop on too. So we went song for song, and I know these shits about to knock, bro. Two different vibes, two different styles.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear what you do on that, bro.
Facts. We were gonna play it here in a minute, but I mean, Ant wanted to humble brag himself a little bit, talk about his feature he's got. So y'all want to play that track right now? We got it. It was sent to me.
Let him hear it.
Bet. Let's get
Let
it.
him hear it.
Let me make
That's
sure
a
I play the
fact.
right one real quick. I got all
This
three of them
exclusive.
downloaded. This is the
This is
exclusive. The upstate
these
exclusive. We get them.
mixed versions, Don.
Yeah, these are all the mixed versions. Like the champagne y'all just heard, that's mixed. I just got
Get it.
mine. Mine and your shit, that shit just got mixed. Everything is mixed.
Let's
Bet.
get it.
Bet. So let's play some strap season before we get back to talking.
Whoa, whoa. You know when you hear that? Whoa. You know when you hear that? Whoa.
They don't even know.
Look,
Mixed it.
niggas Niggas talk tough, but when I come, they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit, cause I can get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace, I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the wig. Niggas talk tough, but when I come, they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit, cause I can get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace, I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the wig. My pop used to be dusted, that's before my life, but he told me to never trust shit. Motherfuckers lie, I ain't cuffing nothing that sucked it. All these bitches grind me my time and they can't keep up with. Yo, get lit like a blunt quick. I've been on my shit since like 2001. If you claim you tough with a pistol, then we snatching your gun. Got your bitch showing the ass, so I just smack it for fun. Nigga got hit right in this shit cause he was acting too tough. How y'all niggas be copping ounces thinking that's just enough. I'm a youngin', sometimes I be bugging with pounds in the cut. Niggas talking tough, but they running from the sound of the gun. Got your bitch, she sucked me and left with a mouth full of cum. I ain't even bustin', now she callin' asking to fuck. The 22 could burn your chest just like you asking for tums. We gon' hit you while you smoking, ain't no ash in your blunt. If you beefy, you could wake up right in the back of the truck. I ain't even gotta say shit, I could get your face hit. 4-5, hit both eyes, give you a facelift. Coke got your bitch mouth numb so she can't taste dick. I bust on her face, then in the hoopty, I lane switch. Been hitting niggas with killers, leaving them brainless. Years past, went through a lot, still on the same shit. I just want a milli, could give a fuck about that fame shit. Parents tell their kids stay away cause that nigga's dangerous. Niggas talk tough, but when I come they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit cause I could get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the wig. It's talk tough, but when I come they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit cause I could get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the whip quick.
I ain't with the tough talk. Hit the outlets, do the plug walk. You ain't really hard, catch a charge, you in drug court. What's a fiend to a gladiator in a blood sport? One source, fly it out from Cali, get your lungs scorched. Really trapped, selling bags off the front porch. I got 20 in the back of the ride, and I hate him with a passion, I'ma laugh when he die. Niggas live on social media, be flashing on live. Show they address, get robbed, then be acting surprised. Crack a fifth with the bro Don Pablo. Fighting with the Reaper like hostile got him. Never been the type to be pussy, guess it ain't in my blood. How I'm supposed to think you the shooter when you be sending slugs? Come to Cannon House, I got bottles that you can't pronounce. Pinky up, oh you fancy now. One charge drug related, one charge unrelated. Ain't he on parole? Stupid is an understatement. New clip got him tripping on shells. Switch place, skirt off, now I'm dipping on 12. Yeah, got me drunk as a bitch at the function. 10K all off a rap, still hustling. He on bitch shit, middle finger say fuck him. Hop out, get the
Niggas
bus.
talk tough, but when I come they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit cause I could get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the wig. Niggas talk tough, but when I come they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit cause I could get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the.
And that's Strap Season, Don Pablo featuring Anthony Cannon. That's a dope ass track. That's one of my favorite upstate collaborative tracks. Like and there have been a lot of dope ones, so I don't want anyone getting too salty. But that one's gonna stand out. I'm excited for that one to hit streaming services so I can bump it all the time. What'd you think of that, Sheridan?
So I had heard that already because Ta went live on Facebook maybe like a week ago and played it as like an exclusive on his live, and it's gotten better. The second he played it twice actually, and this is the third time now I'm hearing it, and it's gotten better every time I've heard it. So I'm excited for when it comes out, so I can just keep bumping it whenever.
It's fire. We got one done.
I'm fake mad though. I'm fake mad. Feel me? Because when I wrote Strap Season, it wasn't Strap Season. That nigga talk tough when I come in. That shit was part of a verse, and I just broke the verse off, like fucking make a hook. Feel me?
Yeah,
but
bro,
I was mad because that.
What's poppin'?
I said that song's even old itself. Like you hopped on it. That you picked a song that was older.
When y'all reached out, it was a while ago. You feel me? I was trying to get the song for a while. This is probably 4 or 5 months in the making, and the song probably older than that. So I'm just glad we got the first one done, and that from first impressions of other people, they fuck with it. I think that, to be honest, just stylistically, in terms of just what we can do, flow wise, stylistically. I think when we come together on a song, it's really gonna be crazy. I'm excited for what we can do in the future as well. When that drops, I'm excited to see what how it sounds compared to the rest of the album. Cause if you got 7 of those, bro, it's keys. Like it's keys.
I mean, what else is on the album? Oh,
Champs
Babyface Bandit, I heard
Pain,
that talking my
Babyface
shit.
Bandit,
The
talking
Champs
my shit.
Pain, talking
Chance
my
Pain was
shit.
hard,
Everybody
bro.
heard
That
that
shit
one.
was hard.
I think Champs Pain out of all the songs, I'm biased, so despite the song that I'm on, I think Champs Pain was my favorite, which is a good sign.
Me too.
Because it's
Me
the one
too.
song that's unreleased. You feel me?
Facts.
If you can have your
Yeah.
best music on the project not out yet, have people really surprised by it, like it's gonna be a good thing, bro. The
Yeah, that shit
idea
was
of
crazy.
all they see is champagne, but not the Champs Pain.
Facts. I love that. Yeah.
I fucking love that. Like, that sounds like anybody from the top, any classic hip hop head can respect that. You feel me? That sounds like a trope that's almost been here before, but it's original because I've never heard it.
And lyrically,
Yeah.
I thought lyrically that was your best shit. Like in terms of like the rhyme schemes and like your entendres, like everything was on point, bro. Like nothing was simple, bro. All of it seemed thought out.
And
Good
emotional.
looking, bro. I'm not going front. I wrote that song. The chance, all they see is the champagne. They don't see the champagne. They quote with it. But I see shit in my notes. Cause I'm like, yeah, that one's gonna be ill. But I kept thinking about that line. I'm like, all right, yeah. Then I heard the beat. I picked that beat. I was going through YouTube and shit. Heard the beat. I'm like, yeah, this shit is tough. It's about to be over. Then I started thinking on the beat. You know, you smoke a blunt, you start writing. You saying what, bro?
You always gonna be able to glide on a beat with the flow you got. The type of voice you have is so prominent on a beat. You feel me? Like you have that really naturally deep, almost grimy sounding voice. So when you do this almost like nonsensical, whimsical, funny bars that are like witty, you feel me? That shit is fire. And like that's what I've become a fan of you so far. But when you hear something like Champs Pain, it adds a whole different element to you as an artist. You feel me? I was having this talk with Sheridan and Andrew about your project, and I haven't heard nothing besides what's came out. But I was telling them, you don't have to do anything new. You just have to do what you do well. You feel me? But hearing Champs Pain, that like that's another layer for you as an artist. That's something that you're gonna be able to build off forever. There's only one Don Pablo, and I always want to hear what type of pain you can bring. You feel me? I always want to hear your story. So just from that standpoint, I really respect that, and I'm looking forward to these other couple tracks and what you got coming.
And that's the intro, right, Don?
Yeah, that's the intro. I mean, like you know that
key,
flow,
bro.
like
you probably haven't heard me go on a rant about it before, but that's one of my biggest things is like that intro track has got to introduce a whole new set of fans to what you've got going on. And you do have people who are hyped for this album who will then hear that track first and be like, all right, let me check this whole thing. You got the Canon track mixed up in there right in the middle. So you got like it's a smart. You put this project together really smart. Is this Goods the Animal track gonna be on there or no?
I was thinking about add that, although, but now everything's finalized, so probably not. I gotta still get it too for that video or shit, cause he fuck with that verse. But
facts, I got that to play.
Even that good shit, that blew my mind.
Yeah, son, that's fire, bro. Like, props for that. I've been fucking with Goods for a long time, and he's not one of those battle rappers that can't sound good on a song. You feel me? He has some crazy verses that I've heard on beats. He's
a slick talker, bro.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about him. He swags better than anybody else in battle rap.
But the verse I used on that, if y'all heard,
I got it. We got it sent to play. It's the exclusive world premiere. Y'all want to listen to it?
Let them know. Let them hear it.
Let's get it. This facts.
Oh, that's
facts.
Wild.
He starts it off, bro.
Here we go.
That's wild.
Bottoms up.
Slick Show God. Y'all know when the beat drop, I just get right into it.
Mixed it.
Now when you hear that, wow. Niggas ain't built for what they think they are. I'm just rapping for chill, I got that thing for y'all. All this acting, I'm real, that's a thing for y'all. Me and this Mac is a group, I let it sing for y'all. Let's get back to the truth, cause that's what I do. Riding with something bad in the coupe, she acting all cute. Just know if I happen to shoot, that was for you. Boot camp, tell your cadets, strap up their boots. And I be getting to this cash, so much money on me. Tell them I'm eating, baby, I'm money hungry. Just caught a 50,000 flip, I act a fool with that. Niggas be hungry and broke, but they cool with that. When I was young, name a drug, I was moving that. Been getting money since a teen, that's a proven fact. Palm the heater though, until my young boy Don Peter roll. Good.
Couple shots to scare them niggas off. All that tough shit been a bluff cause them niggas soft. Perks, Henny, Smiley is what your bitches off. I don't gotta do much, you know that I been a boss. I got it clicking, my shit is different, you see this. Hit you on who you be with, you'll get rolled in this sleep quick. Niggas tried to hop on my wave, now they getting seasick. They too busy chasing some pussy, we on some breeze shit. I get a pack and then they do 3 flips, I triple that. Fuck it up, I get it back, whether jugging or in the trap. Niggas mention flipping crack, but don't know where the kitchen at. I can't even hit it because these bitches just get attached. Me and my niggas is really on the block. Hit a nigga, then hit the witness before they call the cops. No, I been official, I'll come and hit you right off your block. I ain't even gotta write all my shit, something's off the top. You got an issue, we'll come and split you, we off in tops. I remember when niggas' mothers would come and cop. Bunch of millionaire minded youngins who run the block. Oh, we chases the chicken, we never gonna stop. We never gonna stop. Oh, we chases the chicken, we never gonna stop. Never gonna stop. Oh, we chases the chicken, we never gonna stop.
That's the exclusive Upstate Aesthetic world premiere of Goods the Animal, featuring Don Pablo. Bottoms Up.
That's a fact.
That's heat, bro. And there's a couple times, the 2 times I've listened to that, it's caught me. Your verse has caught me off guard, like with just a couple lines where I'm like, oh shit. Like there are moments when you're listening to a track where you hear something that you can either relate to or that's like you think is dope. When you're talking about selling to other people's moms, I like that. So. It's just an interesting perspective. It caught me the first time I heard it, and when we were listening back to it again, it caught me again. I was like, yeah. So
that's comedy.
Facts, bro.
Nah,
so,
for real.
Yeah,
I mean, look, let's not talk about how you bodied Goods on a track. Let's
that was a good
give
track,
credit
bro.
to Goods
Yeah.
where I mean, son, you made that track yours, and which is. And
for the opportunity,
he didn't,
dig me?
Of course, and it's love. He didn't sleep. It's not like he threw some bullshit verse down. He actually went off. But you even sounded like a more professional artist on it. You feel me? Like, just in terms of that, you sounded like the seasoned vet. You feel me? That's something that you should like really take pride in. I wouldn't throw it on your project, maybe a deluxe version or something, but this is
that's
something
what I was thinking of.
You should utilize it though as a single. Maybe shoot a video with him if he's about it. And
he's ready. He worked the video too.
Facts. So
that the video too. If you heard it, the video's coming soon. We gonna get that planned the fuck out. You wanna pop out for the video? You gonna shoot it in the Bronx?
That'd be fire.
That's lit, bro.
Bro.
The project is a lot to look forward to. That track is a lot to look forward to. Looks like you got a lot of dope shit lined up for us, Don. That's dope.
Yeah, always.
Is that track a little bit more recent? Because that was part of a contest you won, right, or something like that?
Yeah, that verse, the verse on there was off the top, kind of like half of it was written, half of it was just like words that was just being filled in and shit. Like,
I know what you mean.
And I think I switched the flow a little bit. I took shit out. There was you know how, you feel me? But that verse, I was gonna put that on something else. And then the Good Challenge came through. I had 3 different verses I wanted to pick. And I think about it, I'm like, nah, I don't know if I want to slick talk on it or go hard. Cause me slick talking, because everybody says my voice is deep. Me sounded fire, but Ty was like, I asked Ty, what do I do?
Yeah, it seems like it guided you the right way. You got the win.
Facts.
You got the win.
Yeah. But then when he picked the top 4 for me, like I said, I'm not cocky, but when he top 4. I feel like I was winning because their verses did not sound right. Some of them talked about beating a meat in their verse.
I was actually listening, bro. Like I checked out the other 4 contestants, and there was one dude that I thought was actually going a little bit ham, but none of them were really comparable to you. Like once I saw the 4 videos and then looked into the comment section, I knew it was a W for you. But that's just a power move, bro. The more things that you can win like that, the more opportunities you get, the better it's gonna be for you.
Yo, that was some movie shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I think
I'm a person that don't even do challenges. I be thinking they rigged. You feel me? I be thinking there's always a one, especially like the So Brooklyn challenge killed me when Casanova did that shit. Cause he's posting G Herbo and Meek Mill and come on, bro.
Yeah, that's a damn fact.
We know them.
That's a fact, bro. But they're gonna know you soon, bro. Off of shit like this, you keep winning contests and putting out great tracks like this, bro. And it won't be too long. The project drops on the 31st. Let everybody know where you can find it. We're probably gonna let you go, Don. We've kept you for a while. We're still gonna play our tracks at the end, guys. But we appreciate you coming in for the interview, Don, chatting with us about the news, talking about everything. Let everybody know where they can find the project.
You can find a project on all platforms. It'll be available on all platforms. BDT Don Pablo on Spotify or other platforms. That's SoundCloud. SoundCloud is just Don Pablo.
Let's get it. And SoundCloud is pretty lit. You got a lot of music you can't find anywhere else.
Yeah, my SoundCloud that got the most music out. Spotify or other platforms only got 2 tracks. Choking My Shit, Babyface Bandit. But everything else is coming the 31st. Me and Anthony, my boy, we about to get in that video for strap season. So we got to plan that out. We got to get that out. But thank you for having me, though.
Bet, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks for
coming.
coming.
Enjoy the rest of your night, homie.
Bet, bro. Take it easy.
Thanks, Peace, G.
Bow.
So that wraps up our conversation with Don Pablo. That was a dope interview. It was a little rusty. We had some issues, some kinks we got to work out in terms of like quality for sure. We got to have a little bit more discussions about that. But that was a good conversation in terms of like actual interviews and shit that we've done. Like I'm not upset about it because it was quality conversation in terms of what we actually got. So what y'all think? Facts. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. And like I'm not upset about it or anything, but when he goes on another, I thought it was a great, like you guys, I thought it was a great conversation. But when he goes on another podcast and that's something that he does, there's other people that might get upset about that. So
honestly, it's almost like a learning experience for us because I'm not mad because it's not like we let them know, yo, can you try and be in a stable environment, just chilling, like use your phone, that's no problem, but let's try and keep like audio situations. And so it's honestly just a learning situation for us, if nothing else. Appreciate him for being on the show and doing everything. And we run into issues all the time on the podcast, so it's no surprise that once in a while some shit will happen. Like I said, the conversation was entertaining. Just talking to him was fun. He's got some interesting perspectives, but he's still a young kid, you know what I mean? So it was basically exactly what I expected, which is a great, fun, entertaining conversation. As far as the tracks that we're going to play, we each only have one this week because we had the interview. We played 3 of Don's tracks during his interview. We'll probably won't do too much conversation afterwards, just because we are running a little tight on time. We started recording a little late. But I will go ahead and just introduce my track really quick. I got MBK Richie's Motives. We talked about this at the beginning of the show. Richie's dropping on the 31st. So yeah, let's get it.
Shout out Richie.
I wanna know your motives. I wanna know your motives. What you really here for? Had enough of fake shit. You should keep it real more. I wanna know your motives. I wanna know your motives. What you really here for? Had enough of fake shit. We should keep it real more. How like we on spaceship. How like we on top floor. We don't do no titles. Better when it's not yours. People change, things change, that's the way it goes. And people come with bad intentions that you never know.
Oh well, I still keep bitches inside my hotel. Overhearing things on purpose, I know she gon' tell. I'm checking baggage right at the door, like what you bringing here. You can leave your phone in the car, bitches ain't playing fair. And I ain't taking chances neither, I ain't got no plans to keep her. She too choosy, she shopping niggas like Galleria. Your words deep, but the bag deeper. Respect the Franklins like I'm Queen Aretha. I ain't got no time to see her. Got the money in the fam, I don't never need her. Only want to know your motives, cause the rest is deeper.
Really here for. Gotta know, I gotta know, I gotta know what you really here for. What you here for? Tell me what you here for. Tell me. I wanna know your motives. I wanna know your motives. What are your intentions? Heard what you told me, but what you failed to mention. This ain't like the old me in a new position. Bitches used to talk down, now they wanna listen. Now they wanna bring it to my crib for the business. Throwing me out balance, but I ain't paying interest.
And that's okay, them hoes third string, they get no play. Think you fast forward, only right, you get slow played. Never ever trust them, I learned that shit in the old days. Stuff Kirk told me while we was bumping the OJs. Now when Shorty saying she love me, I'm like, okay. I ain't buying none of that shit, I go my own way. You ain't getting none of that shit. Girl, what your motives is? I know I be thinking some way, and yours ain't close to this. I treat every shorty this way. It's called showmanship. You was stuck acting away until I noticed
really
it.
Here for, really here for. Gotta know, I gotta know, I gotta know what you really here for. What you here for? Tell me what you here for. Tell me. I wanna know your motives.
That's Motives by MBK Richie. I like that track. That's the first time I've heard that. Actually, he sent it to me a while back, and I should have taken the time to listen to it before. But it's the first time I've heard it, and I really, really dig it. I would like to hear like a Matthew Cornwell remix. MBK Richie's been jumping on everybody's track, talking about how he wants to be on their remix. He needs to let Matthew Cornwell hop on that remix.
Oh, jeez, that shit would be OD. And not that the chorus, whoever's on the chorus still did their thing. You feel me?
Oh yeah, and and that's not to say they didn't. It's just like I want to hear his voice with Matthews.
It would have been crazy. First things first. This is the second time I heard it. The first time I heard it was upon release, and I was at work, handling with customers. So I played it in the background, let everybody listen to it. I couldn't pay my full attention to it, but it was still a good song. This time, I enjoyed it a lot more, and for some reason, it reminded me of Fabulous, just in terms of how he was punching, the type of R&B hip hop collaboration it was, and I think he might even see this. I hope it's not offensive at all, but just the way that Fab can carry himself through a track with composure, and not making it over complex. You feel me? He did a very good job of staying in his pocket, staying on topic, keeping it dope. I think the auto-tune was a lot better on this than it was on that last track that we played. So I want to make that known. This was easier on the ears, and I think he did a better job. I'm not sure if it was his engineer or whether he did something different in the booth. This is a song that I can really fuck with.
He said last time he didn't have his normal engineer.
Exactly.
His engineer.
Yeah, but that all I don't want to put any blame on him, but it's like that. Just regardless, it's a significant improvement from the last time I heard his voice in auto-tune. You feel me? He experiments with a lot of different styles. He does different things. He's not a one-dimensional artist. Sometimes it works out better. Sometimes it doesn't work out as well. This was one of those times experimenting in like a familiar lane, but still something new. Worked out. Like I've really liked this track. I'd give it probably like an 8 out of 10, and I would add it to my playlist when it drops.
Facts.
Yeah, I thought it was really dope. I actually loved the hook. I honestly, I don't. Who was the artist on the hook again?
OTM Mayor, I believe.
OTM, yeah.
I really fucked with that. I thought that was really dope. And I thought Richie did his thing. Definitely wasn't like my favorite Richie verse ever, but like in general for what the track was supposed to do, I definitely liked it a lot. It didn't. When you said Fab, I started to like realize what you meant. But originally, it reminded me of like a more like lyrical like Tyga. Like it kind of reminded me, and I don't want him to take offense to that because
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to not take offense to that.
Yeah, nah, but like I don't mean the way he was spitting, just more so,
bro.
Not like what he was saying, more so his voice. And I know he's.
I just know how Richie gets too. He won't get actually offended, but he's gonna fuck with you for that one.
That's right, because I fucked with it. So like I fucked with it way more than I fucked with Tyga. So that's kind of what it reminded me of.
Yo, Rich, just take the Fabulous comparison and hang your hat. Like, just take the Fab comparison. Like I hear what you're saying though, and like.
It was more so his voice, not what he was saying.
It's a good single too. Like in terms of, like I said, it's a dope track. It's a good track to get people interested in what you've got coming next. He did mention that he wrote the whole track in the email. He said, "I'm not sure if you guys say that on air," so I wanted to make sure I say that on air for him. He wrote that whole shit. He did his thing.
Even the chorus, he ghost wrote.
He said he wrote the whole thing, so I'm guessing.
I know he has some history with ghostwriting. He's not just this wouldn't be a one-off thing for him.
He's a writer.
Richie knows this.
Like, yeah.
I've expressed this exactly. I've expressed this to Rich, and I'm not sure if anybody agrees with me or if I've even expressed this to y'all. Even though that track reminded me of Fabulous, Richie most reminds me of Joe Budden as a rapper. Like straight up, top to bottom. Not saying they're clones of each other at all. Like I think there's a lot of differences, but in terms of how they articulate themselves, even in how they go about an R&B track. When they try to switch up their style, they just resemble each other to me, and it still packs the same punch. Because Richie, no matter how much he might try to simplify the lyrics or go with a concept for a feature, he's always going to give you some gems. He's always going to speak from the heart. He raps sometimes with the conviction of like a 2006, 2007 old New York rapper, you feel me? There's a lot of things that I love about Richie that I don't see in too many rappers, even industry, not just localized. So when he's at his best, like he gets the fire emoji like you're in 2K, you're just heating up. Like I think that he's just growing as an artist, which is really dope as somebody that's his age, that's been around for as long as he has, to see you still becoming so multifaceted is honestly just a beautiful thing.
Without a doubt. We'll leave it at comparing Richie to Joe Budden. He'll either love it or hate it. Sheridan, you got the You got the next track. We got Process, right?
Yeah, I believe I sent in Hood Reality by Process. Love this song. One of my favorite songs off his underrated project. I feel like
I might have played this before.
I don't know. I don't think this one, because we've played a couple tracks off this project. Process don't really need much introduction on this show at this point, but it's a good track, so we'll get it.
It's one of my favorite Process tracks.
Left flowers on his grave, niggas that got him is all cursed. Make they mama cry, that's my word. Fuck talking where I'm from, niggas gotta diverse. Niggas gotta die first, ain't no time for the passion. You hit the bitch first and it's time for the action. Hop up the porch and make sure you got strapping. Trying to live I am, ain't no time for rapping. Like, how the fuck you gon' make moves? How the fuck you gon' eat? Rather make money for dude. Last meal incomplete. Section 8 on the beat. South side of the street where niggas claim to get banged on the beat. Stack knife to your cheek. Big homie saying you don't bleed. What the fuck do you mean? Reality. Can't see this shit on TV. Reality. Can't see this shit on TV. That's a reality. Can't see this shit on TV. Can't see this shit on TV. Can't see this shit on TV. Blast off. My niggas pull up with they mask off. They ready to watch you direct off. Your body them bullets fly hands on. Approach loud as fuck. We want you scared down. How you did us, we did times two. Kill both of your homies, but not you. We want you to suffer. You feeling like no brother. Nigga, imagine they mama rich. Feeling the cold head. Not seeing his last breath, but watching his first steps. I'm a cold man. Reality. Can't see this shit on TV. Reality. Can't see this shit on TV. Reality. Can't see this shit on TV. Can't see this shit on TV. Can't see this shit on TV.
Facilitating addiction. Death creeps on those who observe you. Time and time again. Decide to tip muzzle softly on this route. You never know just how close you are to living your last days seen through the cameras of the page. That's a hood reality.
Yeah, you said it in the chat, but you were definitely big tripping. We definitely haven't played this track. I've heard it before because I know I listened to this project for the Upstate Aesthetic contest last year, but it felt new in terms of like that's a great fucking song. Like you see the memes about the faces people make when there's a good track. Like I actually felt that. I didn't make it, but I felt it in my mind. I was like, oh, this is where it had like oh. Cause yeah, like I fuck with that. That was dope. That like, and because you just don't get that kind of variety of like epic, just different music from Upstate too often, or even just in music in general. So from Process, he does shit like that. That's why the project stood out to me. The whole project stood out. But yeah, that's a track that somehow I forgot about because it hit like it was brand new, and that was a great fucking song. Great pick, Sheridan.
Yeah, great pick, bro. I think that's a standout song for Process in terms that he hasn't expanded on that sound too much in his career, at least in release music. You feel me? I don't know if you guys are very familiar with this artist, but it really reminded me of Jadena. And I fucking love Jadena, which is a really weird artist for me to like. I think that his albums are fucking amazing. Concepts, musically, raps, flow, all of it. This was very relevant in its own way. You feel me? It wasn't stereotypical conscious music. It was that type of unique twist that almost like a Childish Gambino can put on a politically relevant song. It just not your conventional conscious music. If you can make music like this with a message while keeping it so different and entertaining, genre bending, that's when you start bringing in different people that wouldn't typically hear your message otherwise. You feel me? You're not just jamming information down their throat. You're sending an emotion. You're talking about a specific concept. You're touching on many different themes. And I even got some African vibes from there. I'm not sure if he intentionally did that, but something about the drums and the way that the song was produced, it made me definitely think of some African music that I've heard throughout my time, through different tribes. The energy he brought to the track was great. I'm a big fan of that song.
Thanks, me too. It reminds me of Travis Scott a lot, but like definitely more conscious. I mean, he often reminds me of Travis Scott. And just what's crazy about his music is he produced that, he engineered it, he mastered it. He did everything for it, and that's like a huge sentiment to him. And just from linking with him a couple times since I've been home, he showed me some unreleased stuff. We've worked on some unreleased stuff together. That's just the beginning, dude. Like that, he does. I promise, he builds on this sound, and it gets a lot better. And
that's dope.
I'm excited for you guys to hear it. Yeah,
I'm excited to hear it too, man, because I know how talented this man can be. if he keeps honing and finding new layers to peel back, it's honestly just gonna be insane.
But Process, I know you're listening, bro. We've been singing your praises about the same project for every episode now. At this point, we need new music, bro. It's time. It's time to drop. Now
He's too selfless. He's always
that's a fact.
working with other artists, putting their music out and shit. Like he needs to put some of his own shit out.
Well,
bro.
be selfless for me and drop music, all right, bro? Cause we need it. That's some good shit, and not just one track, bro. I need a little package, at least a nice little 3-4 pack.
Yeah.
Little 3-4 pack.
Facts, bro. Because Process, like shit like that, it's crazy. He's way too talented, and then to hear Sheridan say that it's just getting better is dope. So, we can only talk about you for so much longer until you drop music, Process. So.
Exactly. We're running out of shit to talk about.
And you're ready for us to talk about a group that we haven't talked too much about, a little bit, but the Dwellers, right? Absolutely.
I wasn't sure which track you loaded in because I sent 2 of them. So you loaded in Dwellers, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we spoke about them before. If you're a regular on the show, you've probably heard of them, at least from what we talk about. One of the most popular music groups from upstate in terms of just views and how well their music does. They've been based out of Florida for a while, but if I'm not mistaken, they're back in upstate temporarily. Super high energy song. Reminds me a lot of Denzel Curry. So I'm excited to see how you guys feel about it. Or if you've already heard. I'm sure Andrew's already heard this. I'm not sure if you have, Sheridan. So I'm excited. Boom. I'm glad. This is going to be a complete change of pace from what the Dwellers have presented themselves as normally.
Let's get it.
Can you listen or you're hearing this? I don't care if you ain't feeling this, cause I know everybody feeling this. Fanbase growing and you're fearing it. Get up busy with appearances. Opinions are bogus cause you hocus pocus the way that your cloud disappearing shit. I'm getting older and stronger and bolder and I just cannot take you serious. Diamonds a choker, I smile like the Joker and sometimes I'm just as delirious. I'm like a soldier, I hate being sober and days without weed make me furious. All of you niggas hilarious, I'm with your girl and she making me curious. George, I hit the booth and record. I fuck that bitch if I'm bored. I'm not the same as before. I did not know she was yours. Say that's your girl, are you sure? Smoking on dope like a port. Dwelling gang winning, of course. Yeah. Dwelling gang popping with the music, something crazy. Hey, you could do it to my nigga if you wasn't lazy. Way these niggas hate me never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, you call me pussy, but your pussy call me baby. Yeah. Counted up hundreds and fifties. These who niggas say that my pants are too skinny, but I can care less because that music shitty. They hate on a nigga, but know that I'm petty. Yeah. Baby girl, send me the digits. I'm about to send her the Addy. All of my friends are bad bitches. Shout out to Lauren and Maddie. I got no time for auditions. You can just leave me or have me. All of my family gifted. You know my brother Lil Savvy. I don't know, I don't care, I don't give a fuck. Call my phone, I'll be there. She so call me Chuck. Put my meat on my pants, now she wanna suck. Baby girl, lick it right, I might fall in love. Throw the gang, ooh, yeah, throw the gang, oh, what? Throw the gang, yeah, what? Throw the gang, ooh, yeah, throw the gang, yeah, throw the gang, ooh, what? Throw the gang, yeah, throw the gang, yeah.
That's Gang, I believe, by the Dwellers.
There's a Dweller Gang freestyle.
Oh yeah, Dweller Gang freestyle. So I actually haven't heard that one. I've heard quite a few of their newer tracks. I think that's on a little bit of an older project for them.
You ever heard that before?
Nah. Or if I have, I definitely is one of the ones that I've just forgotten about. But it is fire. It's dope. It's definitely different for them. That's why I don't think I've heard it, because I would remember that. Just a change in vibe for them.
Exactly. So I want to hear what you have to say, Sheridan. You're going to be the first person I come to. I just want to give a background a little bit. Dwellers are comprised of 2 people, Lil Savvy and Yellow Boy. That was primarily Yellow Boy. He handles the majority of the rapping, like real, just like trying to spaz rapping. Like Lil Savvy is more prone to the melodies, the hooks. He has verses here and there, of course, but they're a great duo. I'm not even sure if Lil Savvy was on that at all. that might have been just Yellow Boy.
Yeah, that was a dope ass song. I definitely fuck with it a lot. When you said Denzel Curry, that was definitely a very direct reference. It reminds me of a couple of Miami artists, one that I actually am friends with. But it also reminded me a little of like to compare to like another upstate artist. It reminded me of something JJ would do.
JJ would do, yeah.
Yeah, JJ would do something like that. But I think that this was really clean. It sounded very clean. The lyrics were on point. They weren't like anything crazy, but he kept it like interesting and exciting. The delivery was exciting. Definitely something I would check out again. I guess if I like had to critique something, I like a little bit more of like an intricate hook. I guess I don't always like just kind of repeating the same thing. But for this type of song, it worked. It worked for this type of song. I
actually really like the way that they just repeated the hook. I just wish they added like a bridge to it, if that makes sense. Just something that they could also repeat a little bit more. But it's also called Dweller Gang Freestyle. So it's supposed to it's just Dweller Gang. You feel me?
Yeah.
Facts.
I think it's from a project called Enter the Dragon. I want to say this was a Yellow Boy. He primarily did. It's just him. Like, it's mostly a solo project. That's why I haven't tuned into that one. So maybe I should.
Really?
I have not listened to his that project.
Sorry. This is probably my favorite Dwellers project. I'm not like this is definitely has most of the tracks that I consistently go to listen to by them. Like I listen to them so much they show up in my like daily mixes and radios and shit and Spotify. You feel me? Like I love these guys as artists out here. I think they're super fun. I think Yellow Boy specifically is they almost remind me of like a Brockhampton, or like Aminé or Amin. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. Just really fun suburban black kids that can rap and be emotional or give you their story, but primarily are having fun and make good music. You feel me? Excuse me. And to my knowledge, besides their like trajectory and the views that they've accumulated, I think they're signed to like either a management company or an independent label.
Yeah.
And I have faith in them just as a little duo, because I think solo artist wise, individually they're great. Together they're great. And I listen to that album that you're saying is mostly a Yellow Boy solo project for the past year and a half. And I didn't know it was a Yellow Boy solo project. Like,
I could be assuming wrong, but in terms of how they have it listed, there's one guy, and then with how they have it listed, every other track is by Dwellers. This is by Dwellers, Yellow Boy. So that gives me the idea that maybe he did it, because everything else is them two listed as a duo. So
when you said that, something clicked in my mind. Like, you're absolutely right. I think that's why this is probably my favorite music by them, because it's more rap oriented. You can tell Yellow Boy is like taking charge, and I'm not saying it's their best music, but it's my favorite by them because it's shit that I can relate to. He gives a really dope perspective. I actually really loved it. This is you should check out a couple different songs from there.
I should check it
if you get the chance.
Just because the reason I didn't is because I agree with you that I think that inevitably these two could blow up because they're so talented as a duo. That's kind of why I steered away from listening to a solo project, because I didn't want to be turned off by one of them and then eventually not really fuck with them as a group. But to hear that project as a solo artist, like, I should definitely check that project. Like you said, they're both good at what they do individually, that they could probably make it solo too. So I got to check for that.
They definitely could. I mean, between Savvy's melodies and hook game, and between Yellow Boy's versatility, just simple wittiness and ability to keep up a flow.
Yep.
I really don't see too many weaknesses in them.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I agree with all that.
I think that pretty much wraps up the music we have to talk about. We talked with Don. We talked about the news. Next week, we're going to be back. We'll have Slick Fashions, or we should have Slick Fashions with us for another interview. Hopefully that will run a little bit smoother. Like I said, trial and error. Figured it out on the first one. Second one should always be better. So that should be fun. Should be a great combo. Slick is dropping on the 27th, so we should have some exclusive tracks from that. I don't know if you guys, I know I tagged you in it, but if you got a chance to tune into that live he did on his birthday, that he has some heat. I'm ready to say that Slick is going to drop the best project of the three, and that's no disrespect to the other two because it was some heat.
It's just what you heard so far. It's
Yeah.
just a hypothesis, an educated guess. You feel
Facts.
me?
And he's so good. Like, bro, the project is dope. So
Slick was my pick to have the best project out of the three. I can't I don't remember how I ordered it, and I don't really care about how I ordered it.
because they're all going to be good. Like it's
exactly,
listing three great projects at the end of the day.
Exactly. Especially like a debut from Don. Here's an EP from MBK and whatever Slick has been working on since his group project.
I feel like he's been working on this since before Purple. Like maybe not in totality, but because he's been using this hashtag that he had Down in Flames since before Purple. Like so it's just interesting. Like it might not be like a major artist type of move, but it also could be. It could be this is the one that he's been working on to be the one, and Purple just ended up being really great. Like
Slick is somebody that just wakes up and could step into the booth and make good music off the top of his head, whether it's a melody-based auto-tune track or a absolutely straight rendition of Uchi Wally by Nas. You feel me? I've heard it all from homie, and I don't plan on hearing him go down a notch. I think Slick is somebody that's hungry and is going to keep getting better and better. And so whatever this project does, I expect great things. Not like whatever happens view-wise, whatever happens accolade-wise, it doesn't matter because I know he's going to come with quality music. I hope it takes him to whatever level he's trying to get. He shops it around and promotes it properly because he has the type of music that all it takes is for somebody to see.
that is a fact, bro. And like I said, just hearing what I heard on that live stream was enough for me to be really excited about just the project, and I'm excited about all three projects. I've heard from what I've heard of Don's, like he's got a solid project that I'm just excited to have new music from upstate to listen to, like front to back projects, because it's almost been like there have been a lot of decent mainstream projects. We had Pop Smoke, we had Juice Drop, so I've been listening to a lot of that. Now I have time to listen to these projects that are dropping, as well as the one that dropped just a couple weeks ago. What was it? What I totally forgot his name. No, not Ty Esco. G Scoffa.
Ty Burst.
Yeah, Ty Burst.
Burst.
I can't believe I forgot Ty Burst's name is. But yeah, that project I get some time to listen to that a little bit more too. Because they, like I said, 4 great artists dropped. That will have dropped this month. This isn't a month to take lightly. So very interesting. Wraps everything up for me. What do you guys got in terms of what they can check out?
So you can always go check out Spring Cleaning, a series that I was doing, dropping a song every 2 weeks. I took a couple weeks off because I was shooting a video and I was trying to get things ready for that. I just put some new songs in the system, 4 new tracks to be specific. So in terms of release with that, I'll make sure everybody's updated. But you know, I'm gearing up for project time too. I'm letting everybody breathe. I'm letting their projects come out so I can sit down, listen to it as a consumer. But you know, I'm trying to strike while the iron's hot, and I'm coming to take niggas' heads off. I'm not playing no more. Like I said, it's been an emotional, very, very fuel-driven week. A lot of things have came into clarity that I guess I might not have had before, and I thought that I was as motivated as I can get. Niggas haven't seen anything yet, so I'm excited to really immerse myself in what's about to happen. And keep this music coming. I'll make sure that you guys stay updated with everything I got personally. Follow Anthony Cannon on all social medias, as I usually would say, and run those streams up. Let me know what your favorite song is. Hit me up personally. I'd love to chat. What you got going on, Sheridan? I know you've got a new single coming.
Yeah, Doors Opens coming 7/24. Stay tuned for that. And after that, I'm just going to start rolling some shit out. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know how much it's going to be, but stuff's going to be coming out. I don't know if I'm going to do a project before the end of the year, but maybe I will. let me know what y'all think about that. If I should wait till 2021 or try to roll something out before the end of the year.
I'll let you know what I think about that, nigga. I want it now. It's my money, and I need it now. Feel me? Like, just let me know. That's my vote.
I got enough tracks. It's just I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, just be ready. I got videos coming. I got collaborations coming. Songs with other producers coming. Just stay tuned. Follow me on social medias. You know what it is.
Absolutely.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for continuing to support and tune in every week. It's been getting almost a bigger audience every week. It's been a great audience. We appreciate everybody commenting. That really helps us out. It's been great just to have conversations with people in the chat too. So thank you for that. Make sure you guys tune in next week. We're going to close with that Don Pablo and Anthony Cannon track again because I feel like people will really have fucked with that one. And thank you guys for sticking with us through all the issues that we might have had during this episode. And then if you tuned in last week, we obviously had some crazy shit go down. But like I said, we live and we learn. We get better. So thank you guys for sticking with us. Here we go. Until next week. See ya.
Whoa, whoa, know when you hear that, whoa. Know when you hear that, whoa.
They don't even know.
Look, niggas talk tough, but when I come, they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit, cause I can get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace, I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the wig. Niggas talk tough, but when I come, they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit, cause I can get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace, I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the wig. My pop used to be dusted, that's before my life, but he told me to never trust shit. Motherfuckers lie, I ain't cuffing nothing that sucked it. All these bitches grind me my time and they can't keep up with. Yo, get lit like a blunt whip. I've been on my shit since like 2001. If you claim you tough with a pistol, then we snatching your gun. Got your bitch showing the ass, so I just smack it for fun. Nigga got hit right in this shit cause he was acting too tough. How y'all niggas be copping ounces thinking that's just enough. I'm a youngin', sometimes I be bugging with pounds in the cut. Niggas talking tough, but they running from the sound of the gun. Got your bitch, she sucked me and left with a mouth full of cum. I ain't even bustin', now she callin' asking to fuck. The 22 could burn your chest just like you asking for Tums. We gon' hit you while you smoking, ain't no ash in your blunt. If you beefy, you could wake up right in the back of the truck. I ain't even gotta say shit, I could get your face hit. 4-5 hit both eyes, give you a facelift. Oh, got your bitch mouth numb so she can't taste dick. I bust on her face, then in the hoopty, I lane switch. Been hitting niggas with killers, leaving them brainless. Years past, went through a lot, still on the same shit. I just want a milli, could give a fuck about that fame shit. Parents tell their kids stay away cause that nigga's dangerous. Niggas talk tough, but when I come they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit cause I could get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the wig. It's talk tough, but when I come they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit cause I could get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the whip quick.
I ain't with the tough talk. Hit the outlets, do the plug walk. You ain't really hard, catch a charge, you in drug court. What's a fiend to a gladiator in a blood sport? One source, fly it out from Cali, get your lungs scorched. Really trapped, selling bags off the front porch. I got 20 in the back of the ride, and I hate them with a passion, I'ma laugh when I'm die. Niggas live on social media, be flashing on live. Show they address, get robbed, then be acting surprised. Crack a fifth with the bro Don Pablo. Fighting with the Reaper like hostile got him. Never been the type to be pussy, guess it ain't in my blood. How I'm supposed to think you the shooter when you be sending slugs? Come to Cannon House, I got bottles that you can't pronounce. Pinky up, oh you fancy now. One charge drug related, one charge unrelated. Any on parole, stupid is an understatement. New clip, got him tripping on shells. Switch place, skirt off, now I'm dipping on 12. Yeah, got me drunk as a bitch at the function. 10K all off a rap, still hustling. He on bitch shit, middle finger say fuck him. Hop out, get the bus.
Niggas talk tough, but when I come they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit cause I could get they chin hit. Quick shit, without a trace I push weight. Like I bench press cops on my body, I switch plates on the wig. It's talk tough, but when I come they start to switch shit. Niggas be on bitch shit cause I could get